Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. Hope you guys are having a great day. Happy holiday season. Merry Christmas, everybody. Monday through Friday, little Ocean's Pit, a little show about big things. It's 12 o'clock on Wednesday, December 4th. And we got a great show for you guys today. Check the website, TonyOceanMusic.com, and give us a call at 847-769-8609 to book a show. Every show is dedicated to the first responders, but mostly it's dedicated to people like you. Take the time and watch the show, whether you're watching it at 12 o'clock or you're watching it any other time on all five of the different social media platforms. It's going to be good. We got a great two guests on today. They're back. They usually come every year at this particular time. You know why? Because it's time for the Buddy Rich Groovy Christmas show. That's going to be happening next Sunday, December 15th at the Arcada Theater. We're talking about Greg Potter and Kathy Rich. Of course, Kathy Rich is the daughter of the late, great Buddy Rich, and Greg Potter, of course, taking over that position. The drums, the band is fantastic. They do shows all over the country. They're back, and they're nice to be on the show today, folks. That show is going to be actually December 15th at 3 o'clock in the afternoon at the Arcada Theater, folks. And we're going to go away 2 sets of tickets to that show. So they'll be joining us in about 10 minutes. It's showtime. It's Ocean. Ho, ho, ho! Just when you thought it was safe to turn on your computer, here we are, folks. It's a great day. Had a little flurries this morning, but we are here live to you guys, and I hope you're ready for the holiday season. It's my favorite time of the year, and I hope it is yours too, when everybody comes together, put away their differences for the whole month. We try to and get along and enjoy the gift of the holiday season. So that's what I'm hoping we're doing. Anyway, let's get right to our sponsor, and that's our good friends from Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local. Norwich, Des Plaines, Evergreen Park, Warrenville, Mesa, Arizona, and the brand new one coming to Elmwood Park in 2025. U-Haul Rentals at all their locations are here for all your moving needs, personal, business, small loads. They have you covered. Take advantage of the auto key program in all their stores. They program car cut keys up to 50% less than the dealership. Visit the helpful hub to speak to a certified team member. That's our good friends from Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. Our good friends from Ace Hardware. And guys, also 30% off. Right now, 30% off all indoor and outdoor decor, 30% off the original price. You can't beat that. Our good friends from Ace Hardware, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. Coming very shortly, the great Greg Potter and Kathy Rich, of course, the daughter of the late, great Buddy Rich. They got a big show coming up. That's Buddy Rich's The Groovy Christmas Show, coming to the Arcada Theater Sunday, the 15th of December. That's next Sunday, 3 o'clock show, oshows.com to get tickets. It's going to be fun, and they're going to be joining us very shortly. We're going to give away 2 sets of tickets. That's 4 total, 2 sets of tickets. Or I'll just give you we have 2 different questions. It's a trivia, 2 trivia questions. You answer the questions, you're going to that concert, Buddy Rich's Groovy Christmas Special. It's going to be fantastic. All right. Before we bring them on, a couple other things. I want to thank Carol Brandolino yesterday for Twisted Tuesday. Tomorrow, Laura Ocean will be my co-host, and she hasn't been here for a while, folks, but she has a big, major announcement to make, which is very, very important for our listeners. So make sure you tune in tomorrow. And Friday, we already had a couple great British invasion royalty. We had, of course, the great Carl Green on, and Carl Green, ladies and gentlemen, of course, was a founding member of Herman's Hermits. And we got another one coming up this Friday, Billy J. Kramer and the Dakotas. Little children, do you want to know a secret? And so many great songs. He's put out a new record. He's been putting out solo records for a long time. He put a new one a couple years ago called Are You With Me, which is a great pop tune. And he's got a brand new holiday song, new Christmas song. So the great Billy J. Kramer this Friday, British Invasion Royalty live on Ocean's Pit. We got a busy week of stuff. This Thursday we'll be at Zaza's in Lake Barrington with Daryl Armenstad. That's a 7 o'clock hit. Friday, Chicago Prime Steakhouse in Schaumburg, 8 o'clock with Double T, Tony Toto. And Saturday, Ocean's Rat Pack. That's right. Bill Saratella is Frank Sinatra. Elliot Wimbush is Sammy Davis. Yours truly is Dino. We're going to be in Champaign, Illinois, and we're opening for the great Candace Owens. It's going to be fantastic. Also, Big Dog the Bounty Hunter will be there. Former quarterback of the Chicago Bears, Jimbo Big Man, will be there. That's Big Mike and Mega Events. Shop with a Cop. It's all for the police officers. They usually sell out like 2 or 10 minutes after they announce this stuff. And we're proud to be, again, for the 4th year in a row, Shop with the Cop in Champaign this Saturday. And we're excited because the great Candace Owens, I can't wait to meet her. Very smart, intelligent woman. Love what she pushes, and it's going to be a lot of fun for that. Also, we want to thank everybody that sent texts and everything to my sister, Natalie Bosch. She had a little minor surgery, and it all went well, and she's now home recuperating. So thank you again for all of that. Also, my prayers go out to my good buddy, Joey Spins. Everything went good with Joey today. So I'm glad he had a little something he had to do. So thank you on that. I also want to put a big shout out to Phyllis Sahajas. You know, if people ask me, Tony, I love your promo posters. Now, for years, before my daughter Gianna used to do it, and Gianna got a full-time job, so she's been very busy, so she can't do it no more. So Phyllis Sahajas has been doing all my Tony Ocean promo posters. Julie Saratella does mostly all the Rat Pack ones, but my shout out again to my good friend Phyllis for making these great promo posters that she does. She does an incredible job with that. Also, I just had breakfast this morning with Nick Sahajas, Bill Saratella, Jerry Jams. It's nice getting together and just talking shit and having fun, talking sports, talking about this at Dapper's, which we love over there on Lake Street. So it was great seeing those boys this morning. Very, very cool. Also, we're going to have a special Christmas holiday show probably the last Tuesday of this month. Me and Nick Sahajas, Tony and Nick's holiday show at his home. We're going to just do a live little Christmas thing, and we're going to go live remote. And then we're going to try to get some money for St. Jude, so everybody that watches and tunes in for that show. So I'm going to be excited about that. We haven't come up with a date yet, but we will have it in the next couple days to make sure that we get that out there, folks. Absolutely. My friend Felix Greco, another great singer in the Chicagoland area, doing his stuff. His dog passed away, Santino, Sonny. Our prayers go out to family. You know, some people look at, dogs. To me, I can only speak for myself and my family. Dogs, pets are part of the family. They are family members. And that's very important. So it's sad when you lose something like that. It really is. Also, we just found out another friend of ours, our good friend Gordy Porcanay, if I'm pronouncing his name right. Gordy used to work for Ron Onesti Entertainment. Gordy was always went out and supported great entertainers. I know he was sick last year. We just found out that he did pass away. So our prayers go out to the family. Gordy was always a good guy. Always made you laugh. It's just sad. Just sad what's going on with that. Anyway, in about another 12 or 13, what do we got? Another 10 minutes? Not even. Another 5 minutes. We got the great Greg Potter and Kathy Rich on. I'm excited. I love when I have these two guys on. They got the big Buddy Rich Groovy Christmas show happening December 15th at the Arcada Theater. 3 o'clock showtime, oshows.com for tickets. And we're giving away 2 sets of tickets for trivia questions, so you guys can jump on and watch that show, and they'll be joining us just in a few more minutes. All right, let's get to a couple more sponsors here before we bring on Greg and Kathy, of course. Let's get right to our good friend, Mary Grievous. For all your real estate needs, Mary Grievous is the girl for you. I mean, you're buying or selling your home in the Chicagoland area. Put your home on the market, looking for your dream home. give her a call today. Now, she's available to sell to assist buyers, sellers, for sale by owners, expired listings, Berkshire Hathaway Real Estate. That's M. Grievous at starkre.com, or give her a call at 630-688-1725 and tell them Tony Ocean sent you. Also, when you're talking about Mary Grievous with real estate, you have to talk about Mary Grievous and the Chicago Music Cruise 2025. Now, you guys missed our cruise in January with Tony Ocean, the Main Event Band, and Seventh Heaven. Well, you don't want to miss this one coming up March 22nd to March 30th, 2025. This is going to be 8 days. The last one was 6 days. It's the Royal Caribbean Cruise Line Oasis of the Seas. Spring break, baby. We're going to start off in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. We're going to go to Carousel. We're going to Aruba, and we're going to Coco Key, Bahamas. 8 wonderful days, and listen to the lineup. Mojo's Jukebox, my new rock band, of course. Tony Ocean and the Main Event Band. How about the great Jersey Girls? All 3 of them will be on that ship. Frankie Hollywood Boom Boom Rodriguez from GCI. Scott Childers from WLS will be joining us. Hillbilly Rock Stars, the #1 country band in the city of Chicago. And then, of course, we got Seventh Heaven, all of us, 8 days. Go to ChicagoMusicCruise.com, put in Tony O, or better yet, give Mary a call. Give Mary a call at 630-688-1725 and say, hey, I want to go on the ocean with Ocean. That is the great cruise ship. March 22nd to March 30th, 2025. One last sponsor before we bring up our special guest for today. We're talking about Jack Vena Landscaping. They offer monthly maintenance programs, bush trimming, spring, fall cleanup, bed mulching, fertilizing, weed control. They offer plant design, service, installation, fall, gutter cleanup. They do it all. They've been servicing the North Shore for 44 years. That's Jack Vena Landscaping, 847-432-5266. Tell them Tony O sent you. All the sponsors on the Tony Ocean's Pit Show will give you some special deals. And not only because they're on I promote them because they're part of our sponsors, but they do an incredible job. And that's what I mean. Buy a local, shop local. That's what it's all about. Very, very important. All right. So let's say hello to some people before we bring out. There's Mary Margaret. Thank you again for having me on your awesome show the other day. What an honor. Mary, I hope it all went well. Unfortunately, we lost last night, but we gave our best effort, and we are at peace with that. Well, Mary, I was hoping it would help you out, but you know what? You got to just try it again. Try it again next time. But you guys did the best. You went in there and you did what you can do. So, Mary, you still won it. Congratulations to you and your team, because you tried to do it. You tried to fight it. You tried to do something that was never done before. So that's it. David, thank you for your nice. Joanne, how you doing? Dogs are better than most people. Danny, you got a double T. Kathy, Helen Tenuta, I'm sorry about our good friend Gordy. Very, very, very sad. Gordy was a great guy, very funny guy, and but he's in a better place now. No more suffering for him. Susie Steele, how you doing? Mary, Nina, everybody. And Kathy Apolito, Carol. You're watching Ocean's Pit. There's Lori Stevens. We're going to be on Let's Talk About It. That's Lori Stevens and Franny's talk show on the 16th of December. That's at 1:30 in the afternoon. I don't want to know any questions. I want them all. Just, that when I do any interview, I tell them I don't want any pre-questions. Just throw me what you want so I can answer it from the heart and for what I believe in and truthful. Now, whether the answers are going to be happy to some people or not, I don't know, but at least you'll know you'll get it from the heart. Okay, a couple other things, right? Well, no, we're going to wait. We're going to wait on this. We're going to bring up our special guest. Now, they were here the last 2 years because they come in town and do a special Christmas show. And what are we talking about? It's not just a regular Christmas show. It's the groovy Buddy Rich Christmas show. The great Buddy Rich, probably the best drummer ever, anybody that you ask. Greg Potter and Kathy Rich. Of course, Kathy Rich is the daughter of the late, great Buddy Rich. Now they're going to be in town December 15th at the Arcada Theater. It's the Buddy Rich Groovy Christmas Show. 3 o'clock in the afternoon in St. Charles, oshows.com. And we're also going to give away 2 sets of tickets, two 2 trivia questions, and you can join and see the concert. Lauren Herbert, I hope you had a great birthday, and I hope Frankie, your father, is doing well. Without any further ado, let's bring in some royalty, music royalty.
Who's on the screen here?
Oh, you can.
Not only not one royalty, but 2 royalty together at the same time. Greg Potter and Kathy Rich. Kathy Rich, Greg Potter. Welcome again to Ocean Spit. How you guys doing?
Doing great, thank you.
Your introductions are incredible.
Well,
I mean,
they are good.
Yeah, they're good, man.
You record them and use them.
Only thing that we feel a bit left out. What's
Yes.
up with this ocean cruise? Ocean with ocean. Why are we not on that thing?
You know what? We got to talk. You got to talk to your boy. You got to talk to your boy Richie. Richie Offer from Seventh Heaven, and let's put it on.
Oh, that's a Seventh Heaven thing. Okay. I thought it was a Tony
thing.
Ocean thing.
There you go. We're just part of that thing. It's Richie's world. We just live in it. There you go.
Okay, that's fine.
okay.
That's fine. I won't
It
infringe
works.
in his world. I can tease.
Now, first of all, let me ask you guys a question. First of all, we know why you're promoting the great Buddy Rich Groovy Christmas show happening Sunday, December 15th at the Arcada Theater. That's a 3:00 hit. Oshows.com to get your tickets, folks. And we're giving away 2 tickets later on at the hour from some Buddy Rich trivia. And if you guys can get it, you'll be joining us. But I'm excited. First of all, thanks for being on. I know you guys are busy doing all your stuff. How do you guys keep doing this? Does it get, let's go. I mean, Kathy, Kathy, you've been with it, of course, with your father your whole life. But Greg, how does it get to a point sometime, okay, what's next? Or how do you keep the spirit?
I mean, we've been having these different, the holiday shows we've been doing only a couple of years, but with the band, we've had this now
11 years.
11 years that we've been, touring with the band. And we have things, we just keep not like a house of cards, but I mean, because those fall and then everything falls apart. It's not a house of cards.
That's a
but
really
I'm saying,
nice way to describe it.
Well, no, but I'm saying the way we keep building on this thing. I mean, at this point,
we're doing more and more. And
right.
more.
We're working on. Of course, Kathy and we've always been working on the Buddy Rich feature film, but now we're also doing a docuseries, which is a television show.
Right.
Kathy and I and the
on
magic
on
the road with the band. So I'm saying we're always putting different levels on this thing.
Right.
So
it's important. It's important, Greg. It's important, Kathy, to keep Buddy Rich's name alive. Because even some of the younger kids right now know who he is. I mean, he was have to be the greatest drummer of all time. I don't care what anybody says. And I'm not a drummer, but I love Buddy Rich too, right? Kathy, I know you've been talking about making a motion picture
for a long time.
Have you decided? I mean, have they picked who will play your father, or is it going to be footage of actually him?
That's probably a little bit of everything. We'll cast somebody who obviously can either play the drums or can learn a little bit. And then obviously there's so many ways that you can do it these days. So yes, but we're in the process right now. So it's very
okay. So without saying too much, let's just say, who would you, if you had your choice, if you had an unlimited, and Greg too, Greg, Kathy, you have an unlimited budget.
I know who Greg is.
I think we know who Greg would pick.
I know what Greg would have.
Yeah, you knew.
If you had to pick somebody else, if you had to pick somebody else, who would it be?
Oh my God, there's so
you have a blank check. Wait, you have a blank check that you can give somebody.
Right.
Well, then what we would do is we'd like to take, 10% for the big guy. That would be me. And then she could pick whoever she wants. I just would like a little bit of that juice on the other side because I'd like to buy a new car.
Okay. So let's go. You still got to check. You say you're going to get your 20%. Kathy, who would you want to play your father?
There's so many. We've talked about a lot of different people.
Because you have had she's been different movie deals have come and gone, basically. But you said that at one point, you and your mom liked the Dracula guy.
Who? What Dracula guy?
Played Dracula.
A lot of people.
No, hold on a second.
Dracula recently?
Gary Oldman. They liked Gary Oldman.
Absolutely.
And then
back in the day.
Okay, so long time ago.
I talked to Gary Oldman.
Right. And then there was also a time that Kathy enjoyed Miguel Ferrari. I thought.
Miguel was going to do it.
So
Yeah, but
you
he
know what I
was
mean? So
great.
there have been people that
But
have
now
come.
we're talking like, I mean, somebody who can really transform themselves, like Christian Bale is amazing. He can do it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people,
Right, because Buddy's personality was as heavy as his drumming. You know what I mean? Like his
Bradley Cooper could do
They
it.
were
But he's
both.
already done.
Yeah, he's
Yeah. What if you got would there be any guys out there that were maybe real drummers that would have been able to play him?
I don't know. Not really that are actor drummers. Jeremy Piven's a drummer.
right.
yeah. Jeremy Piven is a drummer, and that
I mean, he's got the vibe,
and he's got that
Right.
that Buddy. But I don't know that.
I don't know.
And also, when these situations come up, you've got to see who is available,
Right.
and who is.
I mean, Johnny Depp could do it. 'Cause
Right, Johnny Depp, yeah.
He's like a chameleon.
Right. We talked to him.
Johnny Depp would
and
be
he's a
cool.
musician.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it would be good if you get Johnny Depp to do the acting parts, and then
Right.
you get Greg, of course, right there, and just do them. I mean,
Well,
almost like brothers. Put them two together, and wouldn't know the difference.
yeah.
So, right?
Yes.
It would be
We
kind
have
of cool.
we have his cell phone number. We have Johnny Depp's number actually on
Can we
Potter's
call
phone.
in? Can we get enough people?
We're
Can
gonna
we get
call
enough
him right
money
now.
to call
I
in?
I
And we
can't
can get
show
Greg
you the
on.
number, but it is on my phone. But yeah, I
And
mean,
we
we've
can
talked
get
to
him
him
called.
about
We've talked to him.
we've
about
talked
it.
to him about it, and I mean,
Yeah,
the guy is
yeah.
like so
Well,
humble.
the question was, why aren't you playing with that vampire group?
I don't know if he's doing
He's
that
he's
anymore.
not. Are you talking? Why am I not
Hollywood
playing with him,
Vampires?
or why is he
You
not?
should be
Playing?
playing on that. Well, you should be playing with that group.
I
There's
believe.
a lot of groups you should be playing with.
Yes, exactly. And
When I seen the footage, and I'm going, wait. I go at first. I go ahead to be Greg back there. I'm thinking, where's Greg? Greg's got to be it. Johnny. Come on, hey, Greg's got to be playing drums on that band.
well, I mean,
it just fits.
realistically, we got to meet. Do we meet Johnny? No, we met Johnny through Rod Stewart.
Correct.
Because the original time we saw the Vampires,
Right.
we're friends. Kathy's real good friend with Matt Sorum, who was playing
Okay.
drums. See, that's the
Right.
problem. A lot of these gigs that were around, it's kind of like
We're
Potter.
already friends with the
You're friends with the
drummer.
drummer, so it's kind of like Kathy's got to stab her friend in the back. Badmouth him. He gets dumped, and then we bring Potter right in. But that's kind of like where Potter, don't you have all the context? I know everybody. But it's like, but they're also the drummers are our best friend. Roger Taylor, he plays drums in this group called Queen. So it doesn't matter how
Right.
nice we talk to Brian May.
Right.
He's like,
It doesn't make a
we really like
difference, right.
Roger.
Well, even
Right.
Matt. Some people might not know, but Matt played or used to play with Guns N' Roses, correct?
Oh, certainly. Yep. And then
Yeah.
he plays with,
And then
did he play with
he played with the Cult.
the
He
Cult?
played with Billy Gibbons, and he's
Yeah, I
played
mean,
with
he
a lot of
played
people.
everybody.
with, but yes,
Yeah.
the problem with being friends with a lot of
Drummers.
all these
Is
drummers,
you can't throw them out of their band.
right? Because Deep
Well,
Purple
you could.
you can, but Deep Purple will not get rid of Ian Pace.
Sure.
And he's like our
Oh,
best
there you
friend.
go. So once they're locked in, they're locked in. We're watching
Yeah.
Ocean Street. You got the great Kathy Rich. You got the great Greg Potter. They got a big
Well, I'll
show coming
badmouth
up
anybody
Sunday,
anytime.
December 15th at the Arcada Theater. Oshows.com, 3:00. Hey, guys, they're going to come to the Groovy Christmas. What are
Yes.
they going to hear? What are they
Oh
going to
my
hear?
gosh. We got all kinds of fun stuff this year.
Yeah,
Completely different show. It's kind of turned into like a Broadway show vibe because there's so much going on. There's video, there's special guests, there's craziness.
I do a lot of singing and dancing now that
Greg
I
is
didn't
now
do
a
before.
singer and a dancer.
And then,
Wait a minute.
will
You come up from behind the drums? Really?
Oh, God.
absolutely.
I'm singing and dancing. They're actually painting my face green, and I'm going to do some of the wicked stuff. So whatever bad things you've read on the internet about the woman having her face painted green, I am now going to be doing a lot of that. So it's
you're
going
going
to
to
work
be
out
doing
for
that
me.
too. So they're going to get it. They're going to get an adventure, and
No,
they're going to
it
get a
will be an
great show,
adventure.
which
We
is
do
great.
a lot of different things.
Yeah.
Okay, now let me ask you guys. You played all over the country. You played the United States. You played the UK.
Oh, the world.
Yes.
Let's start with Kathy. Kathy,
Yeah.
what's the difference, the audience between the UK and the United States when it comes to Buddy Rich and your concerts?
It's interesting because we really have gone around the world a few times with the band, and the audiences are always incredible.
Except for Manchester, England.
Manchester, England was a little bit challenging.
They love Buddy Rich. They just hate
They
Greg
hated us.
Potter. I mean, I don't know what.
No, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
All right, go on, go on.
The
Wait a
question
minute.
is,
But you,
the audiences that come to see the band sort of know what they're getting, and they're always receptive and fantastic. And Japan really was sort of the pinnacle because the audience was all young people. They knew every song. They were, amazing as far as, being attentive and just loving every single thing. So I would say that, in Tokyo, it really was something special.
But Italy has the best food backstage.
Yes.
And you had
Italy
the
will
best-
make you
Next
the-
to Ron Onesti.
Oh,
Ron
that's true.
Onesti has the best food.
Let's go back, like
That
you
is
said
true.
about certain. Let's go back a couple things you said when you would go to certain places. They love
Yes.
Buddy Richard. They frown down sometimes on Greg. I'm going to tell you something, Greg.
I like the way you
Greg,
just
yeah.
slid that right
Well,
in.
you
They
did.
don't frown down. They
Listen.
just call me Jim
What-
Carrey, and then they say rotten things.
What you did, what you did, you got to think about something.
Yeah.
You have jumped on that, and I remember I followed the story from the beginning.
Okay.
And you took on a role to try to keep Buddy's music alive. You've got Kathy Blessing, you got the musicians. You got balls for doing that. And if anybody could do that and did that with respect,
Right.
is Greg Potter. And that's all there is to it. Greg takes it very seriously. He respects the music, and people are like, oh, how come he's doing that or come that?
Right.
I think you probably still would have done this and you would enjoy it. And, you're still going to get some slack sometimes. So how do you handle that sometimes, Greg, when someone goes, well, blah, 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 blah? How do you answer that?
I think it spurs us on even harder,
Yeah, I mean, if you know what you're doing, and I mean, no matter what you do, I mean, I don't want to, me and my analogies, but
No. I think that they would be unhappy with
anybody.
sitting
Buddy
in that
is
chair.
exactly.
Because Buddy is, that's it.
Bingo.
So
Right.
anybody is
Bingo.
going to get flack for doing it.
Right, and I agree with them
with
too.
you. I agree with you 100%.
Right. I mean, how
yeah.
many people still complain about Ringo Starr playing in the Beatles? You know what I mean? It's like, but then again, he invented the.
Right.
No, people complain like, Ringo was the whatever. So I'm not comparing myself to Ringo, but
again-
I'm just saying, everybody is always going to have something to say about everything.
Right.
Kath-
Especially these days when
As-
everyone can sit behind
Their
a
computer screen. Right.
and
Right.
write whatever,
Right.
be it good or
Or
bad.
pu-
People do that a lot.
or put themselves up
Right.
on the internet.
Well,
with
I
their-
could do it better.
Well, yeah, and they film themselves in their basements
For 5
doing
seconds.
it. They do it exactly, or they do it over and over and over, and they edit their own
Right.
piece. And my God, look at this! We found the new Buddy Rich. No, we
Yeah.
didn't.
Right. There's
You know
never
what I
gonna
mean?
be-
Get
like
in
there'll
front of
never
the
be
band.
another Frank Sinatra. There'll never be another Sammy. There'll never be
No.
another Buddy. That was
But
it.
we need,
Old-
but the point is what's nice about it is because even if you got put it this way, even if you got a big celebrity, even if you bought in like 4 or 5 drummers a show,
I've
Oh,
done
that
that.
were like, you know what?
Well,
And
Kathy's
to
done it.
do
Yeah,
that,
that-
that wouldn't be the same thing. So,
We had,
Greg, what you're doing is
6
perfect. What you're doing.
Yeah, she's had,
5 to 6 of the greatest drummers in the world, all playing Buddy's music.
yeah,
And
and it was a
when
it's
it
a
was
great
over,
trip.
it was over. It was great. But
Right,
that's
yeah.
not what he wanted. He wanted his band on the road. He wanted the music to be heard
Right.
and keep it going. And that's what we do. And if most
Kathy,
people,
if Buddy was still alive, just say Buddy was still alive, he just couldn't play anymore. What
Right.
would you say right now to you about Greg Potter?
Oh, he punched me right in the face,
she's asking me what Buddy would say to me.
and
about you.
I know what he'd do.
No.
What did Sammy do?
I
to you?
think
What do you-
because of the respect and, no one is ever going to be Buddy. So we don't go into it thinking that. We bring the spirit, we bring the music, we bring the vibe. And, people walk in and they see the band set up on the stage and it's like you're seeing the band back in the day. And, to be able to play that music, I mean, there's something that people always ask me, and it's like, well, just because a great artist is no longer with us, does that mean that his legacy and his music and everything should just go away? No.
Guys, look at Elvis impersonators. Look at Beatles impersonators. They're out there all over the country selling out arenas.
Tribute bands are like the new rock bands of this century. I mean,
And
there are
you
more
guys have been doing
bands
this tribute
than
now how
anything
many years before tribute was really a tribute? Before
No,
it was
I
cool.
know. I hate to be that guy too, but
Right.
I mean, it's. But then again, we don't come out dressed like I don't. wear
right,
Buddy
right.
like a costume, and I
Yes.
don't.
Right.
I mean, we come out and play
We
his
just play the
music. We're
music.
respecting his music,
That's it.
and I'm saying that's how this has lasted. This is I get the props from his family. That would
Right.
be Buddy's, Buddy's nieces and nephews. I mean, of course, Kathy. I mean, if it wasn't legit,
Right.
we wouldn't
We
have
wouldn't be doing
lasted
it.
this long. In the first 3 years,
Right.
you may have been able to throw a stone, and I would have ducked. Now I just stand and take the rock right to the face because it's like, hey,
We just keep doing
we
it.
keep doing it, and it's like I said, the real people enjoy it. You
Right.
know what I
And-
mean?
And I don't
When
think
you
it's
get-
I don't think it's a big deal anymore. I think people have
No.
already seen it. They accept it. It's okay now. So I don't
Right.
think you have to
Right.
go through that.
And
And you've
no
already
one
proven,
overplays
you've
Buddy
proven
Rich.
yourself
No one
over and over and over and over and over and over. That's why you keep coming back,
That's it.
because that's how it works. And that's what
Right.
I'm talking about when you have Kathy Rich and Greg Potter, and you have the Buddy Rich's Groovy Christmas Show, December 15th at the Arcada Theater, 3:00 show. Guys, let me ask you something. I looked up, I found out who Buddy Rich's favorite drummer was. And if this is correct,
Go ahead.
a guy named Chick Webb. He
Yep.
was a dwarf, and he had a big hunchback, and supposedly that is the real truth. Kathy, you would probably know. Is this the true story?
Well, he had several favorites, and he said that he learned something from everyone that came before him. So Chick Webb was absolutely, and if people don't know who that is, they should definitely check it out, because he discovered a young lady by the name of Ella Fitzgerald who sang in his band, and
There
it
you
doesn't
go.
get any better than her. So,
No,
Chick was a
absolutely.
fantastic musician.
Very cool. Now, Greg, let's go on your thing. You have a bucket list. You've played with a lot of different people. If you had one bucket list person that you still haven't got a chance to play behind, who would it be?
Oh, man,
Wow.
I mean, I've
That's tough.
really played with the one thing that just, the Rod Stewart thing would have really been, I mean, if that would have,
Right.
I mean, that was set up.
Unfortunately, COVID.
COVID killed that for us, but
Yeah.
we had a tour set up for 2020. It would have been in June of 2020. And I'm saying, because as it's turned out, Rod did go on and he did record a swing record, I guess, last year. I'm just saying, though, we
He
started
even
that.
said we inspired.
We
him.
inspired him, but he's like, hey, man, I'm in England. I'm just saying, though, when you ask me which guy, because I've played with everybody. I got to play with
Sure.
Paul Stanley from Kiss,
Right,
Joe Perry
right.
from Aerosmith. I mean, I've gotten to play with
Right.
everybody. I was almost in Aerosmith.
But then Rod, the thing with
but
Rod
the thing
is-
with
yeah.
Rod, it never followed through. Whereas I finally did. I was on stage, playing Train Kept a Rolling with Joe Perry. I mean, that is okay. Those are, bucket list, but I didn't even have the bucket. I mean, those things just came
Right.
about. So, I mean, I've gotten to play with, but yeah, the Rod
Rod.
thing would have been
Fun.
because the guy, he just loved Buddy Rich and he loved the big band thing. And we've got guys that really played with Buddy, played with Frank, Tony Garuso, our trumpet player, he was Frank's guy,
Right.
trumpet player.
Yeah.
So I'm
Buddy
saying
went to Frank.
he left the
Well,
Buddy. and went to
that's
Frank.
great, but let's go to Kathy. Kathy, Buddy Rich, if you could sing a duet with somebody, who would you be on your bucket list?
Oh, geez. I mean, there's so many. I mean, I have favorite singers from every genre. I mean,
Yeah. Let's do this. Let's do this. A duet with a female singer. Let's start with that
Ooh.
first.
It probably would have been Ella Fitzgerald. I mean, that was my all-time.
Okay.
favorite.
And what about a male singer?
Barbara Streisand, and then there's so many. There's Stevie Nicks. There's Linda Ronstadt. There's today. I don't know who do I love that sings these days. I don't know.
Well, I mean, I got to ask you.
Wow,
Well,
no,
that's
you believe in
crazy.
this
Yes,
whole-
I've never thought about singing a duet with another woman. That would be interesting.
Well, no, I
That
mean, we
would-
can't really talk about things, but with the television show that we're working on,
I'm going to get
They-
to sing duets with
yeah,
a lot of cool
yeah,
people.
but don't.
But I can't
we
say
can't
yet.
say anything about
I
it
can't.
because. But
Now,
yeah, they're
this
planning
is,
something.
is it a reality show? Is it going to be a reality show following you guys around the country?
Yes.
Yeah,
In
but
essence, yes.
it'll be right a docu-series like either a Netflix or a.
Yeah,
or
yeah, yeah.
we don't know what, but I'm saying right, it would follow us around. But they're talking the same kind of question you're asking.
Yes.
Like who would Kathy like to? Because my drums could sit behind basically anybody,
Right.
and it would irritate anyone. Anyone I play with, they'll turn
But, yeah,
around
but
and go,
there's some
the
really
drums are
cool
too loud.
people.
The drums are loud.
Really?
The drums are too loud. Oh.
There's some cool people that I will get to sing with.
Cool. But don't
I
tell
can't
them.
say
You
yet.
can't tell them.
As soon as it's happening.
No,
there.
yeah.
but we're thinking
Let's
some
wait.
mashup.
When you
that are-
guys come up, when you guys come up with the whole thing, down, we'll have you back on. You can make it.
Oh, of course. We're
Yeah.
We'll
we're,
do that
we're
one.
coming back to
All
you
right.
throughout
So
this.
now let me ask you another quick question, Buddy. Is that Rich's real last name?
I think it was
Richmond.
when the great grandparents or whatever came from. I think they came from Hungary.
Hungary, right?
Way back. I think it was Richmond. M-A-N.
Right. And they trimmed it.
Right. And I guess when they come to Ellis Island, they chop your name.
They chopped it down. Okay,
Yeah.
so very cool, guys. They got a big show coming up, as Ed Sullivan would say. Really
It's a-
big show. It's going to happen next Sunday, December 15th.
Oh my
at the
God.
Arcade.
Wait.
Okay.
We have to tell you,
Yeah, see-
we have a very special guest for this show.
Okay.
His name is Dominic Allen, and he was formerly of the band Foreigner. He's a great friend of mine. We've been friends for 1,000
Since
years.
they were kids,
And
Broadway
he's
guy.
a Broadway actor. He's a
And
TV
Tony,
actor.
you're gonna dig this. The
Oh my
guy
gosh.
is like all about Sammy Davis.
Oh yeah, he loves Sammy.
Did he work with Sammy?
No, but he worked with a lot of interesting.
You're right, but I'm saying his
people.
Sammy stuff is.
Yes.
He's got the music book, Sammy's music book,
Yeah.
Sammy's suit.
He's got
the
like
dude
all
is like,
Oh, cool,
but
cool,
he's a
cool.
total Sammy
Yeah, but he's great.
aficionado. But
He's
Kathy's
fantastic.
going to be singing a duet with
I'll
him.
be singing with him.
See,
There
now
you
that's
go.
going to be cool. So there's so many surprises going to happen on the 15th of December
Lots.
at the Arcada Theater. Buddy Rich Groovy Christmas. We're going to give away 2 sets of tickets. And guys, if you're into this, and it's kind enough, Kathy and Greg, to do this, let's give away the first 2 right now, and then we'll give away the other 2 before at the end of the hour. All right,
Cool.
so here it is, folks.
If I answer, can I
First
get it?
person. First person that's
Kathy
watching,
answers the
folks.
question. Could she get the
Your
ticket?
Buddy Rich trivia. The year that Buddy Rich died. Can we tell you the year that Buddy Rich died? First person to come up and tell me that. You got 2 tickets
That's a
to
happy question.
Buddy Rich's
That's a good one.
Christmas.
And was it a painful death?
December
Did he
15th.
die and bleed? What
This
happened?
is good. This is when he passed away. This is what it is. First person. Come on. Who wants tickets? 2,
Okay.
baby. You're going to get 2 tickets.
All right.
Give me a year. It's that
Which-
simple. It's 4 numbers. 4 numbers. Give me a year, and you're going to see Buddy
4
Rich
numbers.
Groovy Christmas with
Which
Kathy Rich
artery
and
was
Nick
clogged
Carter.
in his first heart?
This is the next question's even better. When are you leaving? Okay, so Jeanette, here it is.
Oh,
Tony
someone-
Toto, who is a drummer. He just won. Give him a big round of
Yeah.
applause. Tony Toto.
Yeah.
We're going
Very
1987.
nice.
Double
And from-
T's
from
got
what
2
I-
tickets there. Congratulations, Steve died in 87. All right, we've got 2 more.
Yeah.
2 more. Tony Toto won on that, but thank you for everybody that Tony was the first name to come up. And we're going to
Excellent.
give away another one, guys. So don't go
Oh.
before the end of the hour. We'll give away 2. This one's a real cool question. That'll be the next one, folks. All right, so let's get to a quick sponsor, guys. I gotta have Airtight Windows. If you're looking for windows and you want it done right, do it right with Airtight. For honesty, quality, dependability, do it right with Airtight. Service Chicagoland area for 35 years. Do it right with Airtight Windows. Call Louis Pipes at 708-798-5000 and tell them Tony Ocean sent you. Also, Armando Supermarkets, buy local, shop local, 925 Liberty Street in Elgin, Illinois. And Crash Champions Collision Auto Repair. For all your collision auto repair needs, go to crashchampions.com. We have the incredible Kathy Rich and Greg Potter, big show, the Buddy Rich Christmas show. Give me some songs that you'll be doing.
Oh boy.
Of the classic Buddy
We
Riches
got
or the
Christmas
classic
classics.
Christmas?
We've got all kind. We're doing a little. He did mention Wicked, and we're gonna throw a little fun Broadway stuff in.
But don't worry, I will not have green face, but also this Dominic Allen who played with Foreigner,
Yes.
he has written like
A
a
big
medley,
band.
a big band, because if you're
Foreigner medley.
right, if you know Buddy Rich and you listen to Buddy Rich records, Buddy always was playing contemporary music along with, jazz classics. Norwegian Wood was a Beatles tune back when the Beatles were around. I mean, he even had Gino Vanelli tunes
Yep.
on one of his albums. So, I mean, Buddy was hip to whatever. Not just straight up jazz, big band. What are you giving me a look like I'm making stuff up?
You know what? That's what I love about live. That's what I love about live
Get to
television.
the point.
Live
Like,
television.
we have to go to sleep.
Are we gonna get some of this on the reality show? I mean, some of this bickering here. I think
Us
it's
arguing,
important.
absolutely. Yeah, you're also gonna find out when you're gonna find death threats on that too. Did you see we're playing the Arcada Theater? On Sunday, December 15th.
Yes.
There's a show after us called Jazz is Dead. What are they going to kill friggin' Potter on December 15th?
Hey,
There's a
guys,
show
you
after
gotta be
us.
careful with that now.
Jazz
You
is
gotta
Dead.
be careful with that.
Another show to begin with.
You gotta be careful with that.
Shows are
You
the
gotta be
one
careful with that. You can't use those words anymore, right? God forbid. God forbid.
But
Yeah,
okay,
it's kind of funny.
I'm still trying to sell
Ronald
tickets.
Esty putting that show together. Yeah, you know, it's going to be good. Listen, you guys are going to
No,
do
it will be
incredible.
good.
I'm sure it'll be fantastic.
But I'm saying back to our thing.
Yes.
So this Dominic Allen has written like a 6-song medley of Foreigner hits. So you're going to see that.
So you'll get Foreigner, you'll get
Foreigner.
the rock, you'll get the jazz, you'll get the Christmas, you'll get the Broadway. You're going to get it all.
And you're going to get
You
a
got it
drum
all.
solo at least 4 or 5 times throughout the afternoon.
Definitely.
Now,
not.
let me say, Greg, that was one of the questions I'm going to ask you, Greg. Now, you play with a lot of people. You've been following drummers for your whole life. If there's one rock drummer that you say takes the cake,
Wow.
who would it be? Only one. You're only allowed one.
Not you.
Besides you. We know that already. Besides you.
There's a few, right?
Yeah, I mean, there are a few,
Oh
know,
my gosh. Ian
especially, I mean,
Pace.
Ian Pace is my hero.
He's
You
great.
know, I mean, I love Ian Pace, but he's left-handed, so everything looks opposite to me.
Right.
But
Now,
no,
you guys
Ian
did
Pace is
something.
my
Didn't you
favorite.
do a tour? Didn't you have him? Didn't you do something
We
with
did.
Ian Pace?
Oh,
Yes.
That's right.
Yes,
That's
yes.
He played with us at Ronnie Scott's for a week in London. It was a
Exactly.
fantastic
And
week.
he drum battles me and beats me each time.
There you go. Well, thank you, Boyd. Boyd just mentioned, hey, he said Ian Pace. He said the same thing.
That's
Thank you.
it.
Oh,
Boyd.
Ian Pace
You're
is
right.
absolutely. Ian Pace.
Somebody wants to know what band we're in.
Mel
Okay,
Lewis.
Mel Lennon, Mel Lennon Reed.
it's the
Mel,
Buddy Rich
you are
Band.
watching right now. You got the Greg Potter and Kathy Rich. Kathy
Yes.
Rich, of course, is the daughter of the late great Buddy Rich,
Yes.
one of the greatest drummers
Part of
ever in the entire world.
Tommy Aldridge.
Tommy
absolutely.
Aldridge is another one
I
on that
love
list.
Tommy Aldridge. I see that Tommy Aldridge.
Aldridge, great.
Yeah.
But I
Good
mean,
friend.
he's our buddy. He's our
Yeah.
friend. Roger Taylor from Queen.
Roger's not necessarily a great drummer, though.
What?
He's not a great drummer. He's not like a soloist. I mean, he's
Who, like
great
Tommy
for the
Aldridge or
band.
Ian Pace?
Yeah. But he's a great songwriter. He's a great singer. He's a great drummer. He does it all. Roger.
Well, as
Okay, there you go.
my mouthpiece will tell you.
Greg,
tell
here's
you
the
who I
question. Greg, here's the question. Here's the biggest question all the drummers that are listening want to hear. Who is better drummer, in your opinion, Ringo Starr or Charlie Watts?
Ooh.
I don't want to bum you. I don't want to bum all you guys out. Dino Danelli from the Rascals was better than.
Oh, one of my favorite drummers, man. One of my favorite drummers.
Dino Danelli.
Absolutely.
There's you want to know why why that poor guy was so depressed. God rest his soul.
Right.
But think about, you play the drums like Dino Danelli, which basically he was the Buddy Rich of rock. You know, back in even the what was he, the '68. I mean, personally,
he was great.
Personally, I'm a Ringo Starr fan.
Right.
So I'm gonna say,
Right.
we're
more Beatles.
we're
than
more
Stones.
Beatlesy than Stone. So I'm gonna be partial, but I'm saying in my gut, I know that Dino Danelli was like the coolest from that era,
Right.
and he played the best. But Charlie Watts had like
But
a
he
laid
had a
back.
jazz vibe too.
Who?
Charlie would go when the Stones were off.
Yeah.
and he
Charlie
had
did have a
vibe.
big jazz.
Yeah.
band.
Yeah.
He was very
Well, he got that
popular
whole
with
jazz
yeah.
thing going. Which
Let's
was
go back
great.
to Dino Danelli for a minute. One of my
yes.
favorite bands that was very underrated that he was in called Photomaker with Wally Bryson from the Raspberries. You got to Google Photomaker, Greg. Dino's playing was outstanding in that. Mel,
Well, do you
Alena,
remember
of
when,
course,
do
I
you
know
remember when
what you
Dino
love to do.
Danelli? Do you remember
Pardon
when he played with the Disciples of Soul, Stevie
Yeah.
Van Zandt? You
Stevie-
remember
Stevie
that?
Van
Wow.
Zandt.
Oh
Sure,
man,
sure.
I mean, he was cool.
He
All
used to
the,
come here, buddy, all the time.
oh yeah, Kathy said he would
Oh,
be
yeah.
there. You know,
Huge
all around,
fan.
but he was real reclusive to where like we couldn't ever meet him. I mean, you met
I
him,
met him.
but I never got. He was really just.
I think after that ended,
the
that
thing,
was it.
He just. I mean, because we have our friend Billy Amendola.
Mhm.
You know, he would
He was
always
gonna
like.
try to
He was always going to
introduce
try
you.
to set me
But
up. To,
Dino was just like, That was it.
Yeah, he just was
Fantastic.
real work.
And all these great drummers, like we're talking about, either they're not playing anymore, they're gone, there's some out
Right.
now. I don't know any new people. I couldn't tell. Let's go. I'm going to ask you a question, Kathy. I mean, being a female, a vocalist, an entertainer, a songwriter that you are, can you please explain to me what this whole Taylor Swift thing is?
Oh, I knew you were going to ask me that question. All the Swifties are going to hate me because
I don't get it. I don't
mean,
understand it. So
people
can you
can't be
please
wrong,
tell me?
right? But
Please
for
tell me what
it's not necessarily the thing. I mean, I like great singers. I like.
Why
great
do you
singers.
think? Why do you think? I mean, look, there's been boy bands and Madonna when they came out,
Yes.
and the Bay City Rollers and the New Kids on the Block.
Madonna,
With the
yes.
kids.
could
That was
sing
a
a song.
different
But
thing.
why has this got so huge? Because of social media?
I believe so. I believe that you have, a great team behind you from the beginning. I mean, she had a father who had money and was able to put her in positions where she was, and then bought the record company that she was signed to. So there's a lot of things, but talent-wise, I mean, a talented girl, absolutely can't deny it. But I don't know that you have to go back and listen to great singers. And there are some.
Tell me, so if her relationships never broke up, she wouldn't have had any hit records. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm just saying that again. It's a machine that works for certain people, and
And she
it really
can
works for her.
forever. If she can go forever too, because she's still at
Absolutely.
that age, and I mean, she's just huge out there. I just didn't get the whole, and I think the social media thing is making it a lot worse too, because they're
Absolutely.
pushing her everywhere. I don't think she really wants to be pushed everywhere, but the media pushes all these people out there. I just can imagine, even like when you guys go out, you, Greg, Kathy, you're out there. The attention that you guys get, imagine being someone like a Taylor or a Mick Jagger, or how do they handle that?
I mean, my dad had a little bit of that because he was on TV all the time. So people thought they knew him. And, I got to see that fandom from my vantage point, which was interesting. He handled it really well. I mean, but walking down the street with him in New York, it was crazy. People were yelling off of buildings, and they were, autographs. And when you're sitting trying to eat dinner and people are coming over, but he was very gracious that way. So I can't imagine it at a millionth, another level like that, where you can't go outside and you can't
go out there. Yeah.
I don't know that would be fun necessarily.
You got now, Greg. Do you ever think that there'll be drummers that will ever be like a Tommy Aldrich again, or an Ian Pace, or a Stuart Copeland, or a Buddy Rich? I mean, with this new technology, do you see that ever happening again?
Well, I mean, take a perfect example of that is you want to bring up the Taylor Swift thing. Who plays drums in Taylor Swift's group?
No clue.
Exactly. No clue, man.
The band isn't even on stage, I don't think.
But I'm just saying, we don't have it like back when we were kids. We could tell you Tommy Aldridge's resume. Oh yeah, I first saw him with Pat Travers. Then he played with Ozzy Osbourne. Then he played with Whitesnake. I mean, you knew everybody and what they did. Who was the drummer of Motley Crue? It was Tommy Lee. Tommy Lee was Motley Crue. No, you don't
necessarily
get that anymore. So I don't know really what's going to happen. But yes, as much as we want to say, oh man, is Taylor Swift's popularity now because of the internet? Well, then why don't we have those? Why don't we know who are in bands anymore? You really can't name me a band. And when you tell me the band, now some of these bands go out with masks on, so you don't even really know.
We went to see a band very recently in this past May.
Okay.
And their drummer is the #1 drummer on Drumeo. And if you know what Drumeo is, it's a huge platform for drummers.
Okay.
And he's in a band called Sleep Token. And very underground, very, not like one of those amazingly popular bands, but they are in their own way.
Okay.
And the drummer's name is Two.
That's his name? Two?
Yeah, he just
There's
goes by
2,
the number
3, 4, and the singer's name is Vessel.
Right. So I'm saying,
but he's a great drummer.
Yeah,
but he's hidden behind masks and he's hidden behind makeup so you never know. And a dark stage.
Greg, is he a great drummer?
No, he plays wonderfully. I mean, as proof of the internet, I have found 7-year-old Indonesian children that not only can cook amazing Szechuan on camera, but play the drums wonderfully. There's no shortage of humans that bounce a stick off the drums. But you're asking me, is there going to be another Tommy Aldridge? Is there another Buddy Rich? I don't know in that, as much as you make these kids into, or this drummer that wears a mask and augments his voice so you don't really hear what he sounds like. What are you really doing this for? You know, it's kind of like the old Bruce Springsteen, how, you know, he's all for the people, yet his ticket prices are $2,500 to go see him. If you're all for the people, man, why don't you set your band up in the Target parking lot and play for free? Just play your music for free. So when it gets to these guys, you know, so getting back to this drummer that plays with a mask on and his band is underground and cool, you know, I guess that's great if you're not doing this for that. You know, if you're not playing to be
they just want
noticed.
it focused on the music, not necessarily who they are. Which I can get that.
Yeah, that's great. But as we got back to the original the original story was, I want to buy a new car. So I really do want
people to know who I am.
I want people to know who I am and pay to come watch us play.
Someone's giving you who Taylor Swift's drummer is.
There you go.
Matt Billingsgate.
Right. Matt Billingsley is a member of Taylor Swift band, the agency. He joined her band during the Red Tour and is currently playing drums on the Eras Tour.
Yeah, but you wouldn't know that unless you looked it up.
Yeah, and in real life, I know who he is. He's a very nice guy. He plays Ludwig drums. I mean, yes, I know who he is, but I'm just saying he's not getting the recognition he deserves. God bless him and what he does, but I'm saying he's not getting that. Right. He's been with her for many years.
Not him.
It's almost like, let's put it this way. When Buddy Rich would be, it's Frank Sinatra, but who would get that second billing? It would be Buddy Rich when he played together. So it wasn't just Frank you were looking at. Those 2 years, the 3 years.
Everybody know that Irv Kotler was Frank's drummer? No, but but that was a different setup.
Different thing.
We're talking about how when we grew up, we knew
you knew everybody in every band.
Yeah, who's the drummer in Rat? Bobby Blotzer. You just knew that.
That wasn't my favorite thing.
Oh, the drummer in Cinderella.
Even I knew that, and even I knew that. Right. So, but I know what you're saying, guys. If you're just tuning in, and we got about another 5-6 minutes. We got Kathy Rich and Greg Potter, the Buddy Rich Groovy Christmas special happening Sunday, December 15th at the Arcada Theater. 3 o'clock. They have a lot of surprises. Little rock, little blues, little Buddy Rich Christmas classics. It's going to be great.
Wonderful
Christmas.com. Give you the tickets. Now, wait. You already got 2 tickets won already by Tony Toto. Who wants to win 2 more tickets? And that's because of the kindness of Greg and Kathy giving those 2 tickets. Here it is. Who it is? Here it is, guys. All right, here it is. Who gave the eulogy at Buddy Rich's funeral? Gave the eulogy. Guys who are listening, who gave the eulogy at Buddy Rich's funeral? First person tells me that gets 2 tickets to Buddy Rich's Groovy Christmas special Sunday, December 15th at the Arcada.
Okay, then just in case if that doesn't go through, who was forcibly removed from the stage trying to give a eulogy?
Wow.
Yeah. Forcibly removed.
That should be another one too. Guys, all right. So we got that's the question. You want to get 2 free tickets to Buddy Rich's Groovy Christmas special, December 15th.
Wow.
Who gave the eulogy, guys? For Buddy Rich when he passed away. Who gave the eulogy? And I'll tell you something, very popular person. How about that? I'll give you a little hint. He's very, very popular. Very popular. You almost can't get more popular than this guy's name, whoever it is. So whoever's watching, somebody. We got 2 tickets. Again, who gave the eulogy?
Right to the internet right now.
That's okay.
Google is going crazy.
He died in 1987. Not the Energizer Bunny. No, Boyd, you were wrong. There it is. Erica wins.
That's
it. That's it.
Boom, boom,
Erica, congratulations. You are going to the Groovy Buddy Rich's Groovy Christmas show. There you go, Eric. You will enjoy. Erica's a sweet lady, too. You guys will enjoy it. The Groovy Buddy Rich Groovy Christmas. Sunday, December 15th. You'll leave your names at the door.
Available. Are there?
But
There are.
yeah, there's still tickets available, oshows.com, but you got these special tickets. So congratulations, Tony Toto. Congratulations, Erica. You're going to see the big,
Are you-
rich, groovy
Are we
Christmas
gonna tell who
special
it was?
Sunday, December 15th
Oh,
at
well,
the
well,
Arcana
we'll see if anyone
Theater.
could guess.
It's going to be great.
I don't
One
know
more
that it-
sponsor before we say we got to get one more sponsor in, folks. Hey,
Sure.
I know how you guys are when it comes to eating healthy. Eating healthy. How about fast food eating healthy? What? That's impossible. No, that's not impossible. If you go to Guzman and Gomez, that's right. Guzman and Gomez, fast food made healthy, clean, enjoyable, clean. Check them out. They have locations in Schaumburg, Saline, Buffalo Grove, Naperville. Download the GYG app and sign and get one free burrito, tacos, bowls, salads. They even have burritos replacing rice for French fries. They have fundraisers, catering.
Wow.
Call
There
our
now.
son, Mark
Somebody
Joe,
wants
at
to know who's
224-636-3646.
I'll tell you.
We'll tell you.
And Gomez, eating healthy, fast food. You got it. All right, guys.
Somebody's asking the question who it was that was
forcibly removed from the Buddy
from
Rich
the Buddy
Yes.
Rich
Memorial
So who
Service.
was?
in New York.
Who?
In New York.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Drum roll.
Steve Gadd.
Ooh,
Steve
Steve
Gadd.
Gadd. Now he's another. Now he was a drummer too, correct?
Oh, he
Still is.
Still is. Plays with. He's played with.
He plays with James Taylor.
Why was he? The question
Man,
is.
Paul
Wait.
Simon.
The question is why was he pushed off the stage?
He was high on heroin.
Oh, well.
And talking some heavy
crazy stuff.
Some, as the kids would say, he was talking smack.
But here's the deal.
Oh.
He got sober right after and has been sober ever
And
since.
he's a wonderful
And he's a
person.
wonderful
Wonderful. But he was
Yes.
forcibly
dragged off
stage and
Yes.
please remove him from the building.
Yes.
Man from the
was
building.
going that
Well,
heavy.
God
He's
bless
great.
you guys.
Oh, he's
Hey,
very
we love
nice.
Steve.
I want to thank you guys for being on. I know you guys are very busy and appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Greg Potter, one of the greatest drummers in my time. He's fantastic. He's one of the best.
He's okay.
And of course, the great Kathy Rich. And they're going to be, folks, if you've got to go out, you have no plans next Sunday, you got to go to the Buddy
Even if you
Rich's
do have
Weekly
plans,
Christmas
right,
Special.
change them.
Yeah,
Sunday,
change your
December
plans.
Change your
15th.
plans.
15th, it's going to be the Arcata
Hold on a
Theater, 3
Send
o'clock
them to
show.
Wildfire on me. Hold on a
Yeah,
second here.
Wildfire.
Who's offering dinner for us? Hold on a
There
second.
you go. There you go. You got dinner there. Come on out there.
Wait,
Go.
Wildfire is like one of my favorites when I'm here in town.
Is that the one in Oak Brook?
The one in Oak Brook we go to.
Which one? Which one?
Wildfire.
Wildfire. Someone's offering wildfire on me, or does that mean we actually have to light him on fire? What does
There
he
you
mean?
Well, I don't know. Wait a minute. I don't know. Look, I'm still waiting for Rob Reiner to set himself on fire. He said he was going to set himself on fire.
Oh, he's leaving the country. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, he's gone. He's gone. Anyway, yeah. All right. Anyway, guys, we got to go. I want to thank you guys so much, man. Don't forget, go see Greg and Kathy, of course, at the Groovy Christmas
Thank you,
Special.
Tony.
Buddy Rich,
Thank you for having us.
December
Thank
15th.
you.
God bless
Thank
you
you,
guys.
guys.
Have a good one. Yeah, I love
Thank
you
you,
guys.
buddy.
Merry Christmas. Happy
Thank you.
holidays,
Merry
guys.
Christmas, everybody.
Thank you for having
God bless you guys, man. How cool is that? Kathy Rich, Greg Potter, Groovy Christmas, December 15th. That's a 3 o'clock hit at the Arcata Theater. Wow. I've got a couple other things. We got like 2 minutes left, 1 minute left here. Eminem, rapper, entertainer. Eminem's mother passed away, Debbie Nelson. Our prayers go out to the Eminem family. Folks, also 66 years ago, just this past week, there's a documentary, of course, Angels Gone Too Soon at the Chicago school fire. Horrible of everything that happened there, folks. 92 students died, 3 nuns. Of course, there's Our Lady of Angels. There's a documentary you should see called Angels Too Soon. Horrible event that happened in history. I want to thank Jeff Hunt for sending me the documentary. A couple other things. One of his buddies was there too, and Jeff was a fireman. Also, Jonathan Cain of Journey fame was there at that time. The documentary is Angels Too Soon, but wow, 66th anniversary of a horrible thing that happened. Guys, it's birthday time for December 4th. Birthdays. Gilbert O'Sullivan, one of my favorite singers, celebrating a birthday. Eddie Rabbitt, country singer. Amy Conrad, my friend Amy from Indianapolis. Happy birthday, Amy. Pete Comita, of Thumbs and Cheap Tricks celebrating a birthday. Jerry Lawler, the King, for all you wrestling fans, 75. Howie Mandel turned 69. Jon Stewart turned 62. Robin Givens turned 60. Dave Schwimmer from Friends, 57. Felix Cavallari from the Rascals celebrating a birthday. Actor Ed Harris is 74 years old. Carol Brandolino, happy birthday to your mom. Maria, happy birthday to your mom. Let's see. Boy, I'm just trying to figure out some more people here. George Foster, former player for the Cincinnati Reds, celebrating a birthday. And Massimo, your mom, Maria, of course, it was Zazaz and Cucina Rustica celebrating a birthday. Vince Amore, your daughter, Giovanna, happy birthday. Guys, we got to go. Tomorrow, Laura Ocean will be with us, and we have a special announcement that she's going to be here, so we want to make sure that you don't miss that, folks. And, of course, Friday, Billy J. Kramer from the Billy J. Kramer and the Dakotas. Guys, it's that time of year again. Mama D's breads are back. There are over 20 different flavors, chocolate chip, blueberry, lemon, etc., etc. The list goes on and on. There are gluten-free options available. Contact my sister, Natalie Bosch, B-O-S-C-H, through private message, or you can text her at 847-533-0400. They start at $10 and up, and they have mini breads also available. They will not disappoint Mama's D bread loaves. I want to thank Kathy Rich and Greg Potter. Don't forget their big show, the Buddy Rich Groovy Christmas Special, is going to happen on December 15th at the Arcada Theater. That's 3 o'clock. Showtime, oshows.com. Congratulations to Double T, Tony Toto. You're going with 2 tickets. And Erica, you got 2 tickets. Private message me. I will give you the information. Make sure your names are at the will call for that concert. Don't forget Zaza's this Thursday, Chicago Prime Friday, and Saturday. Ocean's Rat Pack will be opening for the great Candace Owens. Guys, and let's thank our good friends, of course, from Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. And download the Ace Rewards app. Easy way to keep track of your points, coupons, and special offers. Guys, they have 30% off all indoor and outdoor decor. Holiday decor. Go out and get it. 30% off. That's Ace Hardware. You can't beat it. Guys, buy local, shop local, support local establishments, support live entertainment. Be kind to one another. We really need it now more than ever. As John Lennon said, everybody come together. We need everybody to come together. Peace and love, Ringo Starr says. God bless you all from the bottom of my heart. We love you all. See you tomorrow with Laura Ocean's special announcement. You don't want to miss this one. God bless you, everybody. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Oh, it's the end of the show. See you later from Tony.